Welcome. In this short video, we'll explore how the Daily Scrum can become much more than a round of individual updates. Let's get started.
Our work starts with the product backlog, where we align on what's most valuable to deliver. Each sprint, we select work and create a plan to achieve the sprint goal. Every day, the Daily Scrum helps us inspect progress toward the sprint goal, adapt our plan, and coordinate the work ahead. At the end of the sprint, we review the outcome with stakeholders and reflect on how we can improve the way we work. So, the Daily Scrum is the heartbeat of the sprint, keeping the team focused, aligned, and moving toward the sprint goal. A daily scrum can easily turn into a sequence of individual progress updates. Picture a team working toward a sprint goal that requires several pieces of functionality to come together. The conversation sounds like this: I finished my task yesterday and will start the next one today. I'm still working on testing. Nothing is blocking me. Everyone gets a turn to speak, but the team learns very little about whether they are actually on track to achieve the sprint goal. There is no discussion about what needs attention, where people could help each other, or whether today's plan should change. The problem isn't the format of the meeting, it's the focus. A daily scrum is not about reporting what each person has done. It's about the developers inspecting progress toward the sprint goal and deciding how to work together for the next 24 hours. Now picture that same team approaching the daily scrum differently. Instead of taking turns describing individual tasks, they start with what they are trying to achieve. To reach our sprint goal, we need to get this feature ready for testing today. The integration is holding us back, and I could use some help. Another developer responds, I can work with you on the integration this morning. If we solve it quickly, we should be able to get the whole feature into testing later today. Now the conversation has changed. The team is inspecting where they are in relation to the sprint goal, identifying what could slow them down, and adjusting their plan for the day. The focus isn't on what each person is doing, it's on what the team needs to accomplish next. This is collaboration mode, developers planning and adapting their work together to make progress toward the sprint goal. Why should this matter to you as a team member? Because a good daily scrum helps the team make better decisions and makes it easier for you to get your work done. When something is slowing you down, it becomes a team problem rather than something you have to solve alone. When the situation changes, the team can adjust the plan before time is spent heading in the wrong direction. And when everyone understands what matters most today, it's easier to coordinate, help each other, and stay focused on the sprint goal. The daily scrum isn't just about keeping everyone informed, it's about helping each other succeed as a team. The daily scrum belongs to the developers, so how do you turn those 15 minutes into useful collaboration? Start with the sprint goal. Look at where you are and ask, are we still on track to achieve it? Focus on what matters next. Decide whether today's plan needs to change based on what you've learned. Finish before starting more. Look at work already in progress and find opportunities to complete it together rather than pulling in more work. Use the sprint backlog to guide the discussion. Talk about the work and how it fits together instead of going person by person. Make problems visible. If something is slowing progress, identify it early and agree on how the team will respond. Keep it within 15 minutes. The daily scrum is for inspecting progress and adapting the plan, not solving every problem in detail. If a topic needs more discussion, the relevant people can continue the conversation afterwards. And create a consistent rhythm. Holding the daily scrum at the same time and place every working day reduces complexity and makes it a natural part of the sprint. There is no required format for the daily scrum. What matters is that developers leave with a clear plan for the next day and a shared focus on achieving the sprint goal. Let's bring it all together. The daily scrum is not a status meeting. It's a short opportunity for the developers to inspect their progress toward the sprint goal and decide what needs to happen next. It helps the team adapt the plan, coordinate their work, and respond quickly when things change. The daily scrum belongs to the developers, and when they use it to plan and collaborate, those 15 minutes can make the rest of the day more focused and effective. Inspect progress, adapt the plan, work together toward the sprint goal.